Hare Krishna. Generally, in present situation, people have a question in their mind. They think that if we see economically, our country is so poor. And there are millions of people who are starving from food. They don't have a place to stay. Neither they don't have a employment. On the other side, there are so many people. They are donating temples generously. Just recently, someone donated one big golden chariot to one of the famous temple in India. And there was a big cry in all newspapers, and people were asking that there are so many poor people are there who are needy, who are starving from the food. Why they are not using that money for the general mass of people rather than using that money for the temple? And people, they ask, why so much of a gold? Why so much of money? Why so much of food? These rich people, they donate it to the temples, to God. Why? Really, does he need that? Philanthropically, this question is good, because the people who are interested to take care of the care of body of each and every individual, this kind of a thought is considered. But in spiritual point of view, or in the Shastric view, it is important that everyone should give some part of his earning to the temple. They should offer it to God as a token of love. It's not a burden. Because in previous yugas or in previous era or before the time when Britishers came to India, there used to be a barter system in India. They never used to have a money as a currency. They used to exchange things, and like that they used to be self-sufficient. Sometimes people think that God really needs this much, that's why we offered it. No, it's not his need, but it's our duty, or show our, what we can say, krutadnyata towards the Lord, because he has given everything in abundance for us. We can see just recently, for last whole week, so much of rainfall is there in Bombay, in Mumbai. As few months back, there was a big chaos in the society because few farmers, they committed suicide because there is no water, they can't grow anything in their farms, they were in debt. And few people, they come forward, they generously donated for their goods. That is also good. Philanthropically, one should donate. But Bhagavad Gita says whom to donate and how to donate. That one has to understand. Because as per the Vedic system, donation should be offered to two personalities, because they can digest that karma of that person who has donated that. Only sannyasis and brahmanas, they are allowed to accept donations from a grihasthas. Because when you earn money, you need to act diplomatically. You may cheat people to earn money. So it is a sinful. And to get rid of this sin, in the scripture, there are rules and regulation has given. And for that purpose, certain part of your whatever wealth you have or whatever money you earn, if you donate that thing to the temples, to a brahmana, to a sannyasi who preach about their lordship and their message, it is considered to be that wealth gets purified and the karmic reactions behind that money, whichever it comes, get nullified and person get rid of the sins. That's why people, they donate it to the temple, brahmanas or God, because it is for their benefit. It's not that Lord needs it from you. He won't need anything from you. That's why in Bhagavad Gita he says that patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati tadham grahanami. That I take. Bhaktya, devotion he takes from that. See, you never create any flower tree. Forget about the tree. You can't create even a small petal of a flower. Everything is given by nature. And in nature, who creates that? Lord himself. So he asks what from you? He asks the things which are readily available from the nature. And he never takes that things, but he takes the emotions or bhava that you have behind that. Why you are offering that? Like generally, as per the Indian custom, when father comes from the job or he comes somewhere from the out and he enters in the house, immediately daughter comes up with a glass of water. Why is it so? Why is it so natural? Because she loves her father, and to show that love, she serves him. And offering something that becomes the media of showing the love that you have for that particular personality. So whatever donations are there, that people, they gave it to the temple, they gave it to the particular god, or they gave it to the brahmanas or sannyasis, it is their token of love, their token of respect for that particular person. Either he is a sannyasi, he is a brahmana, or any temple or any god they think. This is what our Indian culture, this is what Vedic Sanskriti, that one has to understand. And if someone have a faith in their lordship, definitely they will understand these things. And the person who does not accept that there is a God, they will not accept whatever we say, whatever we have told you. It needs a faith in a God, then only you can understand why these things are given. So, God is not desperate to get so much of gold from you, so much of money from you. He don't need anything. He is self-sufficient. He is Atmaram. But all these things, to get purified, we offer it to the Lord. And that's why when He gives back, it is called as a prasad. Prasad means Lord takes out all bad karmas from them and it gives as a prasad. Whatever you offer to the Lord, it is known as a bhoga for the pleasure of their Lordship. And when He gives back us, that is known as a prasad. When you get that prasad, your lives get purified. And that's the reason behind people, they donate money, food, gold to their Lordship. Because in Srimad Bhagavatam, in Uddhav Gita, where Lord is giving nice narration about Avanti Brahmana to Uddhava, there He says that if someone earns money or accumulates wealth through genuine, honest way, still he gets 15 bad qualities. And to get rid of that qualities, one should offer that will to their Lordship. And after offering that to the Lord, that gets purified. Because that purifies your intention, that purifies your intelligence, and you can use it for the social cause. And that will definitely help the people in general for nurturing their body as well as their soul. That one has to understand. It is just to show how grateful we are for the things that Lord has radially supplied us, like a water, like a air that we breathe for the survival of our life. That we not create, but it is there in the nature. Abundance of water is there. And when you show that gratefulness, Lord gets pleased with you. And He makes it available radially for everyone. This donation is a token of love that we have for the Lord. It's not a burden. It's not a compulsory that you have to do this. No. If you give, it's okay. If you don't give, but if you offer mansik, I mean in the thoughts only, if you offer their Lordship, even Lord, that also He accepts. That's why there in our Vedic scripture, there is a one process through which you can worship their Lordship, is known as a Manasa Puja. If someone is very poor and he can't afford to gather things and through which he can worship their Lordship, but he can just sit in front of the Lord and he can, in his meditation or in his thoughts, he thinks that I wanted to serve my Lord from the flowers which grows in Mansarovar in Himalayas. I want to get the lotus flowers from there and offer it to the Lord. And mentally if he offered that, Lord accepts that also. So he is never dependent upon the things, what you give it to him, like so much of gold and so much of money. No. He needs your bhava, emotions, or the attitude by which you offer to the Lord. Because Lord is known as a bhava grahi janardana. He won't need anything from you materially. What kind of a gold you can give it to him? Nowadays gold is also, they have to write in on that. It's a pure gold, because that is not also, it is also contaminated. And he says in Bhagavad Gita that aham sarvasya prabho matta sarva pravartate. Everything emanates from him. So what you can offer it to him? It's like a small child takes some money from the papa's pocket and give it back to the Lord and his father, and he says, oh papa, it's for you, I'm giving you. Papa accepts that. What he accepts? He accepts the emotion that his son has for him. He likes it. He never says that, oh, you are just cheating me, you are taking money from my pocket and giving back to me. No. He shows his gratitude. How that son is grateful to his father and he is offering that thing to his father back. And this is what Lord wants from us. Hare Krishna.